Okay, so another question for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
What do you think the next steps for the human race are if we want to go on?
Do you know, I was gonna come on to that because I don't know. Like the only way I've thought about this, and this is gonna sound absolutely ridiculous, but the only way I've thought about this so far comes from a little film called WALL-E.
Ah,
Okay, now-
I've never actually seen one.
Okay, WALL-E's a great film.
I sort of know the premise
Yeah,
in terms of
it's-
everyone's fat as fuck.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that's all it is. Just a load of fat people. That film is absolutely amazing, but it's got so much background behind it. Like, there's so much that they thought about in this film.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm gonna probably butcher this now, but it's like either hundreds, thousands, millions of years in the future, and everyone from Earth, all the humans, left on this huge spaceship, like the size of the Earth or whatever, and they're all going around on these little like floating scooters and stuff.
Are they is the whole ship trying to find a new home?
I think that might be what it is. Yeah, like I said, I am butchering this completely. I think Wally's sent back to Earth to try and find like samples of like
plants and stuff,
so it can bring them back and then see if it can still be like habitable,
something like
that. So, but it's one of them way. Even once you finish watching it, because it's just a story about this little robot.
Yeah.
Right. You carry on thinking about it and you're going, damn, one day. You know what I mean?
All this is going to happen.
This could happen. Like,
providing we don't kill each other with nukes.
Yeah, that's true.
Or artificial intelligence or something. But I genuinely don't. I don't think we're going to kill each other. I think the human race will persevere and go on.
Yeah.
I don't think people are stupid enough to actually end life on this planet.
No.
When it's clearly such a rare thing.
Yeah.
But I think the next sort of step, in my opinion, and obviously this is becoming more and more of a big thing.
You're gonna say a really good answer now, and I'm just like Wall-E.
Well, it's quite an obvious one, Mars. So we've got to colonise Mars first.
Yeah, colonising Mars.
So I think scientists are pretty damn sure there's water on Mars now,
right.
Or that there is. I think they think there's frozen water below the surface. So we'd sort of go to Mars and live in caves because there's no atmosphere. There's no
right.
What's the thing around us? Like ozone layer.
Yeah.
There's no sort of protective, so there's so much more radiation on Mars compared to, even though it is further away from the sun.
Yeah.
So you'd have to live in caves, ideally.
There is a clip on that video as well, isn't there? Where it's only very very short, but I spotted it earlier, and it's Mars.
Yeah.
And it's just you can see like almost like a hyper time lapse of being built up.
Yeah.
And colonised. I found it really cool.
Because obviously on Mars as well, there's actually an impact crater. That's over 5 miles deep. Mate, you could fit Everest in it, and the tip of Everest wouldn't come out the top of the crater. That's how deep this crater is.
Really?
Yeah. And I think...
Jeez.
I think I heard Brian Cox talking about how at the bottom of that crater, that's where they think they could get liquid water to appear.
Wow.
So imagine this huge, unimaginably huge crater with sort of buildings right down below, because obviously that's also further away from the sun.
I find all of this just so...
It's almost a shame we won't be able to be part of it.
Yeah. It's just crazy to think that one day they'll be like, we're moving to Mars.
Do you think you'd go?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think you'd be one of the first if you had the opportunity?
What if they just like... If it came into my sort of... And
if you were offered the chance to...
If everyone... I don't know. It's a tough one. If everyone else was going...
Ideally... Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So presumably they'd send maybe...
So that's the thing. Would
10
it be
to
a
20
choice?
people at first.
Would it be a choice? Or would they send people to test?
If you had the choice, if say next year, they said, right, we're going to send a couple of small groups to Mars, would you? And they offered you a place on that, would you go?
No.
Would you not?
No.
I
wouldn't go.
It would depend on how my life's going, to be honest. If it's really shit down here, then I'll fuck off.
I'll go up there. No.
Well, it'd be horrible, wouldn't it?
I don't think I would, because I know that. Not just the fact that there are people who are definitely a lot more capable of doing it of going and actually learning things from it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not anything to do.
You're not
with
a scientist.
I'm not nothing to do with like but then obviously if people started actually going,
if we had the opportunity,
that's when I'd start
like when there's like cinemas and
at least build
and like there's a big Dune buggy ride.
Yeah, come on guys, at least build just like a I don't know, a TV.
Yeah,
take a TV up there.
Do you know what the gravity is like there? About a third. third of Earth's ish.
Does that mean that we'll be like?
You could jump around like woo, woo.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not sure. I'm not
wanna
sure
go
what the
next
moon
week
says.
now.
I'm not sure how it compares to the moon. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah. Do you reckon the moon is like you can jump and you'll go woo, and then you won't land for like?
You just fly off into space.
It's like, oh shit.
You notice you jump and you're like wee, and then you keep going up and you're like,
Oh,
wait, and then you keep going up and you're like, well, this was a fucking stupid idea, wasn't it?
Well, this was a bit silly. I left all my oxygen back on the moon.
So you colonise Mars, and then there's actually, I think there's one other step after that is conceivable. We'll think, right? Can you think of any other planets in our solar system that you could go other than Mars?
No.
Nope.
Although they say that they found another planet like Earth, didn't they, or something like that, or like they didn't. And again, this is going like way back. I can't remember exactly when this was, but there was a big news thing, and it was saying that they found another planet, which looks like it's almost
Kepler 22b.
Kepler 22b.
Yes.
I'm gonna find an image of that.
But it would take thousands of years to get there.
Right. You could definitely. That's quite an interesting thought. If we all left Earth on a massive ship,
How much you'd need so much energy to have us all on one ship.
exactly.
You wouldn't get everyone on Earth to a new place.
No,
You'd have to
not
have
in one go.
most people stay here and just send a few people and have them reproduce. That's the only way you could do it.
Yeah.
Realistically, that's what we're going to have to do with Mars, I think.